Huge. Thank you, Bill. Thank you, Ron. Thank you, Ashoka U. And also thanks to my Monterey Institute and Middlebury colleagues. We have quite a few here. Please raise your hand if you're Middlebury, Monterey Institute. All right, this is actually more than the first Ashoka U. So as many of you know, Monterey Institute and Middlebury College is one. We've merged about a few years ago. And higher education merger, acquisition, right? So this is huge. Again, David Bornstein, this is you. This is a fix, right? This is a fix. And also Scott Sherman, transformative action. This is transformative action. All right, kudos to Sunder and also to Ron Leibowitz, the Middlebury's president. Again, this is a really huge recognition of our search for that corner of Profit Street and a Purpose Avenue. That's a cool term, right? It's at the corner. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually show you Frontier Market Scouts program, which I'm going to hide myself behind the podium, and because I have prepared the notes. And I just can't do public speaking without notes. And I'm a professor, asking professor to do a speech for 5 minutes. This is like waterboarding. It's a torture. And also, you have the clicker, you have the microphone, and then you have, I need 3 hands, right? And people really don't like two-handed economists. It's like on one hand, the manufacturing sector is up. On the other hand, the unemployment rate is still sticking up, and oops, we're off 100 points. Come on. All right, so I'm going to put down this microphone. Sorry. All right, so back in January, when we had our Frontier Market Scouts session, Jim Sorensen and Bob Patillo, 2 of the biggest impact investors, they came to Monterey, California, to meet with the new class of Frontier Market Scouts. And they were sitting in front of a crammed classroom, 25 scouts, fielding a barrage of questions from the scouts. They sort of like provide the similar answers to most of the question, but there was one question that their answers were just starkly different. Their question was, how do you deal with the trade-off between purpose and a profit in your investments? Here are their answers. Jim said, it is very difficult to find those high correlation deals. And Bob, in its typical way, was like, what do you mean? What trade-off? There's no trade-off. For our Frontier Market Scouts, we sort of like biased toward Bob's answer. You see, the Frontier Market Scouts work in the capital weak regions and the sectors around the world to discover entrepreneurs. They may not see themselves as entrepreneurs or businessmen. They are deeply rooted in the communities they live. They are very troubled, actually, by big profit. Why? Because they understand to not mess with karma. So Vijaya Pastella is one such entrepreneur. Her startup, Under the Mango Tree, provide the bee boxes to low acreage farmers in rural India and teach them beekeeping. As a result, crop yields increase, additional income as part of a shared profit from honey sales. That business was so good. The business idea was so good. The Under the Mango Tree actually got the very first investment from Village Capital through its incubator program. And Village Capital sent Ravi Kurani, Frontier Market Scouts Class 2011, and to help Vijaya, to help Under the Mango Tree. Very quickly, Ravi identified the business is actually going bankrupt very soon, right? and if it keeps these product mix, honey product mix, the same way it has been doing. So he raised this issue up, and then Vijaya basically said, yeah, I know, I understand that. I understand the principle for social enterprise. No margin, no mission. But I still can't figure that out, how I can actually change whatever that needs to be changed to make my business profitable. And this is what Ravi has done exactly. So as a result of Ravi's work, Under the Mango Tree avoided bankruptcy, increased its revenue by 50%, and the farmers also had their incomes up by about 20%. Ravi is an Indian American, which means he's viewed as an Indian in America and an American in India. As a matter of fact, that in the beginning, Vijaya said, oh, Ravi is actually the spy from village capital, and 4 months later, Vijaya actually asked Ravi to become her COO. See, for Frontier Market Scouts to function well, it needs to have rigorous training before the deployment, and it also needs very thoughtful supervisions and advising afterward. And the Frontier Market Scouts is really a program to provide 2-week, 100 hours of intensive training, and then very carefully manage the 6 months internship program. And another unique feature of the Frontier Market Scouts program is its trainers and the curriculums. They're all developed by a number of seasoned, leading impact investors, and they work with us to design that. And they are actually active impact investors in the field. The program has been around for 2 years, and we have trained 100 Frontier Market Scouts. Most of them are graduate students and professionals, but we have an increasing number of amazing undergrads as well. And about half of them, more than half of them, have gone to field placements, working for investors and their portfolio startups. And we have opened the program for non-Monterey Institute students and since last June. And now 1 in 5 of the scouts was actually only 1 in 5 from the Institute. There's one more thing. We're actually opening a new training site in Salt Lake City this June. So it's going to be amazing, and it will be awesome if some of you or your students or friends can join us there, or you can join us in a breathtakingly beautiful Monterey. Thank you.